Hey YouTube, Saint Frank here. This week's episode of Hobby Talk, I wanted to talk about a subject I've been thinking about, and that is what are the best autos that you can get. Like, if you're new to collecting, you're probably noticing that there's a lot of autographed cards out there, and like a lot of hobby boxes will say you get one autographed card per box, but there's all sorts of different kinds of autographed cards. And what are the best ones, the best, just, each person's opinion, of course, but what are the best types of autos to collect? Or which ones might have potentially the most value? So it always depends on the player, of course. But if all the cards were the same, if all the cards, imagine the cards all being of the same player, which ones would be worth the most and which ones would be worth the least? And thus, that usually goes hand in hand with collectability. So, there's been cards with autographs on them throughout the years with Topps. Now this is like back in the 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s. They would put cards out that they look like they're signed, but these are called facsimile autographs. It's just printed on the card, not actually signed by the player. And you see people nowadays, especially people that are new to collecting, that might be confused and say, "Ooh, that's an Ozzie Smith signed card." But it's actually just a facsimile auto. And so how do you know if it's a facsimile or a actual auto? Well, I'm just going to grab a card for an example here. We'll use this Alan Trammell here. This is an Alan Trammell autograph card. If it's a Topps signed card, actually signed by the player, you'll see on the bottom where it says Topps Certified Autograph Issue. And often on the back it says that Topps guarantees that this auto was signed by whoever. These facsimile autos do not have that verbiage on there. So that's one thing to look for. And also, a lot of these are like a black printed, and a lot of times when cards are signed by players by like pack pulled autographs, they're in blue ink, maybe to help make it easier to determine that. So this is an example of a facsimile autograph. Now back in the 80s and 90s, they started putting pack-pulled autographs into packs. Like this George Brett from Donner Signature Series. Not sure what year this is. Now this is numbered one also, by the way. It doesn't say what year. But I believe it's late 80s or 90s. And they do not say anywhere on the card that is a certified autograph issue. But this card was signed by George Brett and put in packs. It was not signed like in person. As you can tell, it's a Donner Signature Series, significant signatures, George Brett. But this is something when autograph cards that were pack pulled first became a thing. They did not have like that verbiage on the cards. But yet, this is a on-card autographed card of George Brett, not a facsimile. And all throughout the years, people have taken cards, or kids have taken cards to players and had them signed, and that is what is known as the in-person autograph, or IP autograph. Some people might describe that as. And again, this is another George Brett. This is actually signed by George Brett card. And it does not say anywhere on here that, it's a certified autograph. This is a card that was taken to George Brett. George Brett signed it for a kid or whoever. And it is an autograph card, but was not pack pulled this way. It was signed in person. That's why it's called the in-person autograph. Now, I made a ranking system of what I feel like in my personal rankings of what are the best autographs to have to collect. And this is actually my number 10, the in-person auto. Because they're pretty dangerous, especially if you're buying them from other people, because you don't know if they grabbed a Sharpie and just wrote that on there. There's nothing on there that guarantees that that auto was signed by the player. Now, a lot of these can be your most precious cards in your collection, especially if you actually got the card signed by that person. You'll never forget. It's like a little memento of meeting that player. And of course, if that's a card that you had, you may consider that your number one type of card, because that card was held by the player, signed by them, personal, that you did. So I see a lot of personal value in person autographs, but it's just kind of hard to prove if you're wanting to sell it. Like, oh, how do I know that the player actually signed that? Now, if you do have a signed card and you want to try to add that value of someone being more confident that it's a real signature, you can send this to PSA. And here's an example of a card that was sent to PSA. It's signed by Barry Sanders, and it's kind of expensive, but you can get the autograph verified or certified. As you can see, they identify the card. It's PSA DNA certified. The auto is, if they put this sticker on there, then they're saying it's real. And they actually grade the card as a near mint 7 and the auto as a 9. So that's pretty cool. Hall of Fame running back autograph card that has the backing of PSA saying that is a real autograph. But this was also an in-person autograph. Now, I put a graded one, that card like that, a graded in-person auto where the autograph is verified. That's my number 9 level. Number 8 level autograph is, now we're starting to get into common stuff we see in modern sports cards, and you can use the same philosophy in non-sports cards like Star Wars cards, Lord of the Rings cards, whatever, Marvel cards. You can use this in football, basketball, hockey, anything, soccer, baseball, or whatever. But I just happen to have baseball cards. So the number 8 on my list is the sticker non-licensed auto. Now, what do people mean when they say sticker auto? Well, if you can look at this card, you can see there's actually a sticker where the player signed the sticker, and then the card company put that sticker on this card. So the card was never held by the player and signed. He signed a big sheet of stickers, like maybe 1,000 of these little things, and they peel them off and put them on cards. So there's a lot of collectors that are not a big fan of the sticker auto, just because it doesn't have that personal attachment to the card. It's just a sticker they sign, and then the company slapped it on a card. And they kind of look ugly on the cards, as you can tell it's not on the card, just a sticker on there. And I'm not a big fan of the sticker auto either. And this is a really cool looking card, Matthew Wood, but this is also what is known as a non-licensed card, and it's also not numbered. So this is probably the least desirable pack pulled type of autograph card, where it's a sticker, non-licensed, and not numbered. So that's why I have it down at number 8 on my sheet. And there's a lot of people that would much prefer to have something like this that is like if you had a Matthew Wood signed card, even though it wasn't pack pulled that way, it is verified to be the real auto. So it's kind of like in-person autos should be a separate category. But when you're talking pack pulled autographs, which is what most people deal with nowadays, this to me is the least desirable. And what I mean by non-licensed is that there are no logos on the plate. Like, this is a Panini product. Panini does not have the rights to put major league logos on the players. I believe starting this year, they're not even allowed to put actual MLB players' images on cards. So this is a minor league player, but they still are not allowed to put logos on the cards. And also, it doesn't say the name of the team anywhere, no team emblem or anything like that. It just has the generic Milwaukee. So that's an example of non-licensed. So pretty poor in that it is a non-licensed sticker auto. And it's also not numbered. All right, so number 7 on my list would be the numbered sticker non-licensed auto. So that means a numbered card means that it's probably some sort of parallel. Like this is a 1 of 1. That means there's only one of this card, but it is a sticker auto, as you can see there, and this is also another non-licensed product. Leaf stuff is non-licensed. They are licensed with Perfect Game, but they don't have Major League licenses. But I just grabbed this as an example of this card. So this is a good player, C.J. Abrams, and it's a 1 of 1, really cool, and it's an autograph card, but it is a sticker auto, and it's non-licensed company. So there's the back of that, what it looks like. But it is cool that it is numbered, so I will rate it higher than the non-numbered. Number 6 is the on-card non-licensed auto. So example of that would be Panini again, or Leaf. They might have the cards actually signed as on-card auto of the player. So the player actually held this card and signed it. But again, he's not in Major League uniform. Not a licensed card. This one actually with the they do have logos of the college on there, so this is probably a bad example for me to use. But normally what you see with the non-licensed on-card auto is the player has the uniform blocked out, like airbrushed out, where you can't see logos and there's no team names or anything on it. But it is cool that it was an on-card auto. All right, number 5, I have the numbered on-card non-licensed auto. Now here's a really good example of that, because this is a Leaf product. It is on-card auto. It is numbered out of 99, but it is a non-licensed auto. So you don't have Luis Campusano's team. You don't have his name on the jersey. You can't really tell what team that this player is playing on. But it is an on-card auto. He held the card in his hand, and it is numbered. This is a San Diego Padre. You would never be able to tell that just by looking at the image there. So, and also it does say authentic signature on it and all that. Just like all modern autograph cards all say that they are authentic signatures. All right, so that was my number 5. Number 4, we're getting into licensed stuff. Number 4 would be the sticker licensed auto. Now this is something that I got out of like Top Series 1 or 2 or something like that. It does have the top certified autograph issue, but again, it's that ugly sticker that's on the card. I call it ugly, but hey, if you love the sticker autos, don't let me influence you. I just personally, I don't enjoy the sticker autos. Mainly because the player didn't hold the card in his hand, don't have that personal attachment to that card with the player. He just signed a bunch of stickers and they stuck it on some cards. And this is a non-numbered card, so it is autographed, but it's a sticker auto and it's not numbered. So I put that as my number 4 rated type of auto. Number 3 type of rated auto is the stickered licensed auto that is numbered. And I'm using a really cool card here for this example. Freddie Freeman, 1 of 1 white whale card with the patches and all that. Sick card, but it does have the sticker auto. And again, this is a good example of how ugly the stickers look on the cards instead of on card. And that's why so many collectors much prefer an on card auto. Just the look of it just doesn't look that great. Now sometimes they can design the card in a way where the sticker does not look terrible, but in most cases it's really obvious it's a sticker. And there is the numbering 1 of 1. So this is numbered and it's serial numbered, and it's a license card. You have the player logos, you have an autograph, but it is a sticker. So I rank that as the my 3rd tier type of auto. Now number 2 tier would be the on-card licensed auto. These are, now you're getting into some really nice stuff where you have This is pack pulled this way. It says on the card, we looked at this card earlier, top certified autograph issue. You've got the on-card signature there of Alan Trammell. He actually held that card and signed it, and but it is not serial numbered, so there's no telling how many of these Alan Trammell autograph cards there are out there. But beautiful. This is the level where I am most comfortable collecting autographs, are the licensed on-card autos. So you can see there's tons of stuff that you can get that's, hey, if you have a budget for sticker autos of Panini stuff that's not licensed, go for it. They're still cool. They're still autographed cards. They're just not on the same level as something like a licensed auto on card. All right, and your number one, of course, would be the last one that's left, is the on-card licensed auto that is individually serial numbered. And I'm using this awesome Juan Gonzalez card as an example of that. On-card auto, Juan Gonzalez held this card in his hand, signed it. It's a red parallel, individually serial numbered, 24 out of 25. It's got it all. It's limited, it's on card signed by the player, and it's licensed uniforms and all that sort of stuff. Pack pulled. And it also has, any type of pack pulled autograph will have this top certified autograph issue on it. So guys, in the comments below, what do you think of autographs? What are your favorite type of autographs? Do you agree with my list of like a tier system whenever you're looking at a certain player's autographs? Which ones do you prefer to have? Perhaps you're on a budget and you can't get the most desired tiers. Are you still cool with like a stickered non-licensed auto of a player? Do you think my list is way off? Do you think it's crazy? Where do you guys rate in-person autos, particularly ones that have been certified like by PSA or BGS as officially authentically signed? All right, thank you for watching. Stay tuned for more videos later.